Wildfires like the ones burning in Los Angeles right now, hurricanes and other natural disasters are creating an insurance crisis and could make parts of the U.S. uninsurable altogether. Insurance companies are facing outrage this morning after it was revealed that State Farm dropped thousands of policies in Southern California last year, including in Pacific Palisades. But it's a trend we've seen for years now. Allstate, Farmers, USAA, and more have reduced or entirely stopped offering new policies in areas prone to disasters. NewsNation Ryan Bass has the latest. Ryan, this is a problem that we're seeing across the United States.
Yeah, it's certainly becoming so, especially in those really devastating prone areas, right? You look at California, Texas, Louisiana, where I am here in Florida, just here in downtown St. Petersburg, which saw two major hurricanes in a span of 13 days this fall. So getting insurance isn't impossible, but it's becoming much more out of reach for many Americans. And as you mentioned, these insurance companies, they're either cutting back coverage or leaving these states altogether with the amount of fires, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, and floods that we're seeing across the country here. And 2024 is expected to be the third out of the last 4 years that we've reached the $100 billion mark in insured losses. People look to their insurance companies to help them rebuild. But from coast to coast, it's becoming increasingly difficult to get coverage or even keep it in some of the nation's most populous states. You know, in the last 2 years, 7 of the 12 biggest home insurers have actually limited their coverage in the state of California. And last year, State Farm canceled thousands of policyholders' plans in and across L.A. County, including in the Pacific Palisades, where we saw those wildfires spark up in Los Angeles. As of 2 years ago in the state of Louisiana, at least 12% of homeowners across the state didn't have any insurance at all. That's according to the Consumer Federation of America. And Florida, here in the Sunshine State, has seen homeowners insurance costs increase by 102% in the last 3 years, according to the Insurance Information Institute. So we actually reached out to them, and they told us it kind of comes with the territory when you choose to live in these beautiful yet vulnerable cities.
If you are willing to live on the ocean in South Florida, you need to understand you are at great risk of loss, and you need to be able and willing to pay for insurance to cover that. If you live in a high-risk area in California that is prone to wildfires, be prepared to, number one, pay higher than average premiums, and number two is be prepared for a potential catastrophic loss.
You know, and many well-known insurance giants, as you mentioned, Nick, have scaled back or pulled out of these disaster-prone areas. State Farm, Allstate, Farmers, Progressive, AAA, and the Hartford are among some of the big names that have stopped writing new policies or left states high and dry. You know, the New York Times found in 2023 that insurers lost money on homeowners coverage in 18 states. That's actually up from 12 just 5 years ago. One of the many reasons we're seeing some of these big insurers backing out. And I've talked to some folks here in St. Pete that are still recovering from these two hurricanes, Helene and Milton, that impacted our area. Nick, they say they're still fighting with some of the insurance companies here to try to get as much money as they can to rebuild. So it's happening across the country and a lot of these areas prone to disasters.
Different neighborhoods, different states. No one is immune. Ryan Bass with the latest. Ryan, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.